Honestly, stop saying married with. I know. In your language, it probably makes perfect sense. But in English, that one tiny word can lead to some really funny misunderstandings. I've been there too. We've all made these mistakes on our learning journey. But if you want to sound less like a beginner and more like an advanced, fluent speaker, you need to master what we call independent prepositions. These are word partners that just belong together. Let's walk through the most common ones. Take the one I just mentioned, being married to someone. If you tell me you're married with a doctor, it sounds like you're just standing next to one. In English, you are always married to your partner. For example, you'd say, she's been married to David for 10 years. It's a small change, but it makes a massive difference in how natural you sound. Speaking of things that sit together, let's talk about the word depend. I hear it depends of a lot because that's how it works in many other languages. But in English, think of the result sitting on the condition. It always depends on something. So you're planning a trip to the beach. You'd say, it depends on the weather. It depends on the weather. Now, think about your hobbies. When you're interested in something like photography or history, try to imagine your interest as a box. You're literally inside it. You aren't interested for it. You are interested in it. I've always been interested in ancient history, for instance. And what about the things that you're talented at? Or maybe the things that you struggle with? We use the word at for skills. So, even though it feels tempting to say you're good in cooking, you're actually good at cooking. I'll admit, I am personally quite bad at remembering names, but I'm working on it. Fear is another big one. If you're afraid of spiders or afraid of making mistakes, remember that the fear comes of the object. You'll often hear learners say they are afraid from something, but that doesn't quite work in English. Just remember, don't be afraid of making mistakes. When something goes wrong, like at a restaurant, you might want to complain about it. You don't complain for the cold food. You complain about the situation. It's the same with your daily life. Like people who always complain about their commute. And when you need someone to help you out, you want to know you can rely on them. It's just like the word depend on. If you trust someone, you lean on them. It's a lovely way to describe a friendship, isn't it? Knowing you can always rely on your best friend. Awesome. Now, here is a little nuance for you that usually confuses people. The difference between thinking about and thinking of. If you're concentrating on something for a long time, like a big life decision, you're thinking about it. Maybe you're thinking about moving house or getting a different job, a new job. You think about them. But if an idea pops into your head or you're asking for a quick opinion, you use of. Like, what do you think of this film? What do you think of this film? If you do mess up, you'll need to apologize for it. You aren't apologizing about being late. You are apologizing for the specific action. Hope this makes sense. You might tell someone, I really should apologize for what I said earlier. I really should apologize for what I said earlier. Finally, let's talk about ownership, shall we? If you find a book on a table, it belongs to someone. Ownership in English is always directed to the person who owns it. So you'd ask, does this umbrella belong to you? See, it's not about learning 1,000 new words. It's just about pairing the ones you already know with the right partners. So keep practicing these, and I promise your English is going to feel much smoother and natural and fluent. See you in the next one.